In this video, I'm going to give you 5 steps to start a successful social media marketing agency in 2023. The reason social media marketing agencies have been so popularized is probably because you can get started for absolutely nothing. As long as you can go and pitch and sell a client on services, whether you can deliver those services or you can't, you can get paid for social media marketing. Now, depending on how good of a marketer you actually are and how good at running a marketing agency you are, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. After starting my agency in 2016, I've seen many agency owners come and go in the space. You see their ads today and then they're gone tomorrow, doing something else, whether it's property, forex, drop shipping, FBA, you name it, there's a different side hustle for every day of the week. And if you stick around to the end, you're going to know exactly why those people don't have success in social media marketing, because they didn't apply these 5 points. Believe it or not, step 1 is not about getting and signing your first deal and having money coming into your business. My step 1, on the other hand, is quite different. Go and master your service and skill. The quickest way to do that is to either go and find somebody who knows how to do that skill, whether it's content, Facebook and Instagram ads, TikTok ads, short form content creation, email and SMS marketing, whatever the service is, go and find somebody and get the blueprint on how they're having success and how they're effectively delivering results. Or if that doesn't appeal to you, go online and start taking online courses, whether that's from places like Skillshare or other online educational platforms. You can learn really high quality information for next to nothing. Now, the reason this point is so important is because you need to retain clients in your agency. Biggest mistake that agency owners are making is they're signing their first clients before they actually know how to get them results. Ultimately, that just leads to big amounts of stress, because as soon as you onboard a client, you don't get them the result, the client leaves, and you're back at square one, and you're just running around the hamster wheel, guys, becoming exhausted, frustrated, and ultimately super stressed. So you've applied point number 1, and now you've got the skills and the know-how on how to actually deliver a great service to keep clients with your agency. We call that being a sticky marketer. Step number 2 is build a power network. After doing this since 2016, years and years and years of building my network through face-to-face events, online advertising, and giving away so much information for free and generating inquiries and leads, I can tell you it's not all about what you know, it's about who you know, and more importantly, who knows you. The best marketers in the world don't necessarily have the biggest social media marketing agencies or even the most profitable agencies. And that comes down to one simple fact. If people don't know about you, they can't buy from you. So how can you build a really powerful network of people who know you're a social media marketing agency and that you can be of service to them? First place to look is local events. The second place to look is running online ads. The third place to look is pumping out as much organic content on social media to have as much reach and get in front of as many people as humanly possible. Just from step 1 and 2, mastering your skill and building your power network, you're already making massive progress in being a successful social media marketing agency. And that is because you are good at what you do and you have the knowledge and the skill, you just haven't done it yet. And you have people who know what you do and how you can be of service to them. They will collide very, very often for you if you apply both of those principles. Step number 3 is don't just offer one service, be a multi-service agency from day 1. So if you're going to offer ads, a great platform to start offering ads on still in 2023 is Facebook and Instagram, also known as Meta. The reason why is because now you're operating advertising from the same place on 2 different social media platforms, which means the value proposition of what you bring to clients is also elevated. Naturally, if you go down the advertising route, you're going to need great content for your advertising to have success. There's 2 routes to getting that. Number 1 is you give your clients briefs of exactly what you want from them with examples of competitors who are doing similar things. Or you give the client a brief and you go and shoot that content with them yourself or with a videographer/photographer. Usually they can do both. Now you're offering an additional service. Because you're offering an additional service, the average order value in your agency might double every single month, simply because everybody needs content, and if they need you to shoot it, you now can bill the client more, thus growing your agency far, far quicker with more revenue. So to run ads, you need great content, but after a sale is made from an advert, most businesses neglect their list, their customer list, and they don't get repeat sales over and over again to lift the return on ad spend that they've got from their campaigns. So what can you do? Naturally, you can offer SMS and email marketing. To do this, you need to master those skills. Again, use step one, go and get those skills, go and get the knowledge. And even if you haven't done it yet, at the bare minimum, that will give you the confidence to be able to go and approach these clients and offer them multi-service social media marketing services. Step number 4, communication is priority number 1. After working with hundreds of agencies, I can tell you predominantly younger agency owners in the SMMA space struggle more with communicating more frequently with clients than more mature and older and experienced agency owners. One thing you have to remember with social media marketing clients is the same way they found you, maybe through an advert, maybe through social media, is the same way that other social media agencies are contacting them every day, telling them that they can probably beat the performance that you're delivering from their ad campaigns. Competition is super high, more than ever before. So how do you stop your client's head being turned in the other direction and losing that client to another agency? It's all about communication, having a solid structure where you know every 2 weeks you might check in with your client on a half an hour to an hour long call. So it could be bi-weekly calls, it could be weekly calls, it could be having bi-weekly calls, but also having an email that they can email for a 24-hour reply. But it's all about having great communication structures and letting the client know ahead of time, this is the support we deliver, this is how many calls you'll get, this is where you can email with any challenges or problems, and we will be responsive when you need us. If you neglect communication and you're not present for your clients and they don't know where to go to get an answer from you or to get contact back from you, you're going to lose more clients than you sign. Step number 5, I have to say it, you need a solid sales structure. If you're going into calls with potential clients and you're winging it, you have no structure, no set qualification questions, and no list of red flags that you know if a client hits these red flags, they're disqualified and we don't want to work with them, you're going to either end up signing the wrong clients, your conversion rate is never going to be high enough to make your agency profitable when collecting the time and ad spend and whatever entry route you have to generating that inquiry or lead. You're also going to suffer mentally because your confidence will get hit every single time you don't get a sale and you had an opportunity for a sale. You know you're making it up as you go along, and ultimately that's going to destroy your confidence. So you need a process. What does a great social media sales strategy look like when speaking to clients and pitching services? Let me know if you want a video breaking that down in depth so I can give you our exact blueprint. But before I do that, here's a quick breakdown. You need a solid intro to the call, a place to build common ground. You then need some qualification questions to understand what they want to get out of the call, understand what services they're interested in and how much they know about you as an agency first. You then need some education, being able to educate yourself on them, but also being able to really briefly give them an elevator pitch on who you are and what your agency does. After that, you then should know enough to give them the offer of the services or the multiple services that you can offer them as an agency to help them achieve their goals. Within the offer, you're going to discuss your pricing and present your pricing, and that is then going to naturally lead to objections. You need solid objection handling. You need a structure to know if a client says there's an affordability issue, I can't do this right now, I need to speak to my wife or my business partner. You need to have a solid comeback for every single one of those objections. After objection handling, you need a solid set of next steps, whether that's sending a proposal, actually get their onboarding sorted, make a payment, and also sign the contract. Didn't want to leave you guys hanging on how to structure a sales call. Let me know if you do want me to build a proper YouTube video breaking down the exact script you guys need to go to get the most out of your sales process. So it's 2023 and you're thinking about starting a social media marketing agency. There's 5 steps that are essential to helping you be successful with it. I really hope that you do not take it lightly. SMMA is very competitive. There's a lot of terrible marketers out there that make the good marketers like us look even better. So don't feel like the market is too saturated. It is saturated, but with a lot of shit marketers. All that does is elevate us. If you're thinking about getting into SMMA just to get money, I don't believe this is the right industry for you. There's many other things that you can do to make money online. SMMA for me is really about people who love creativity, sales psychology, and also love working with other people. If you're not a people person, SMMA probably isn't for you. You're constantly dealing with staff, you're constantly dealing with contractors, you're dealing with clients. All of these are human to human interactions, which mean that if you don't enjoy speaking with people, if you don't enjoy conversating and communicating, you're really going to struggle when you don't get the fulfillment or enjoyment in anything you're doing in the marketing business. The best marketers that I've worked with and seen scale far beyond their wildest dreams have all had a baseline love for creativity, marketing, and technology. And that is something that you need to bear in mind if you're thinking about starting an SMMA in 2023. As a thank you for coming to the video, you can get a free copy of my book, The First 365, How to Sign 4-Figure Clients from Anywhere in the World. Tells you a little bit about my story, the origins of when I started my SMMA in 2016, and more importantly, how you guys can go and follow the same blueprint that I have to get more clients and to sign 4-figure deals without attending face-to-face meetings. Be sure to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video, and if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments box. I reply to all comments myself personally within 24 hours. Right now on the screen, you should see a couple of other videos on the channel, all about helping you grow your SMMA to the next level.